Hey guys, I wanted to talk with you a little bit today about what it means to be responsible. Do you have any responsibilities at your house? Maybe you have chores that you're in charge of, or maybe you help take care of your little brother or your little sister. Those are jobs that you have that you're in charge of and you take care of on your own, right? So when I think about my jobs here at my house, one big one that comes to mind is I need to take care of my animals, right? When I decided that I wanted to be a pet owner, I took on responsibility for their care. And they have a lot of needs, don't they? If you have a pet at home, I know that you know that. So the first thing that comes to mind, I grabbed a note from her vet. I need to get my pets into the vet just like I need to go into the doctor, or just like I need to go into the dentist to get my teeth cleaned. I need to keep my animals healthy and safe. Likewise, my doggy needs food, right? Mira loves her food. She eats a special food, and because she has some special needs, she takes medicine with her food. A good pet owner would always make sure to have really healthy food for their animals, and they would obviously, of course, make sure they had their medicine. My dog could get really sick without taking that, right? I'm responsible for keeping her healthy, so I make sure she gets that medicine. Well, the next few things are parts of my responsibilities that Mira doesn't really like very much. Mira does not like getting a bath. If you have a dog at home or maybe a cat at home, maybe they don't like taking baths either. But would I be a very good owner? Would I be very responsible if I let her be dirty and stinky? No way. So she gets a bath. She also gets drops into her ears. I don't know if you guys have seen my dog, but she has really big ears, and they need to be cleaned really well. She doesn't like how it feels very well, but again, it's something that I have to do to make sure she's healthy. The last big part of her grooming is clipping her nails. So, animals have claws that of course can be sharp, but they also can get a little bit too long and it could hurt her feet. I wouldn't want my animal's feet to hurt, would I? So even though it's kind of hard to get her to let me clip them, I make sure to do it because I care about her being safe and healthy. I'm taking responsibility for her. Now this is one that she really likes. She loves getting her fur brushed. Keeping her fur brushed actually helps me take responsibility for my house, because if she sheds all that fur all over, it is going to be very dusty and my furniture is going to be very furry. If you guys remember me ever wearing black to school, you remember me having dog hair stuck to my shirt, I bet. Some parts of pet ownership and being responsible for your pets is fun. I get to pick out fun toys for Mira. This is her favorite toy. I know she likes it because it squeaks and it also crinkles. I know my animal, so I know what kind of toys she likes. Maybe if you have a pet, your animal likes to play tug of war, so you buy rope toys. Maybe your animal likes to play fetch, so you have balls. That's part of knowing your pet. I also make sure that Mira is safe when we're outside of the house. So, don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these before. That's loud. It's a clicker. I use that to talk with my dog because she doesn't understand English. So when I press the button, she knows that she did what I asked right. If I didn't train my dog, then she might not be very good when we have guests over to the house. She might, maybe if we were outside and she didn't listen to me, she could get hurt. So training is another really important part. Another part that's not my favorite part of having a pet is these little baggies. I need these little baggies for when we go to a park or when we go hiking and my dog has to go potty. Everybody does it. I can't leave that there in the park, can I? I have to be responsible for my pet, and I have to be a responsible community member and pick up after her, don't I? And the last thing that I wanted to show you guys is Mira's collar. She needs a collar so that in case she ever were to get away from me and she got lost, anybody can look at it and say, oh, this doggie's name is Mira. I see I need to call this phone number. And they can also see that she has a special chip inside of her that the vet can scan, and they'll say, oh, that's Deanna's dog. Call Deanna. So as you can see, having a pet is a big responsibility, but it's very worth it to follow through on all of my jobs and all my responsibilities. Can you think of how you're responsible at home? We gave a couple lists, like maybe chores, or maybe you help take care of your brother or sister. What other ways are you responsible? What do you take care of? I would love to hear about the jobs that you can think of that you come up with. At school, you guys were responsible for making sure that you got your cots made. We had jobs to make sure that everyone was counted on the way out of the room and all of our books were put away. What jobs are you guys doing at home? I'd love to hear about it. Let us know.